It's Little Learners Live here from Leeds this morning. I'm Kirsty and I've got Harry here helping me as well. Say hi, Harry.
Hi.
And Sammy as well. Say hi, Sammy. So we've got a few things to show you that you can hopefully do with us now, and then we've got some activities that you can do at home later, and we're going to get a little bit Eastery this weekend because we're at the start of our Easter bank holiday weekend. Okay, so just to get us warmed up this morning, we thought you could all give us some waves, and we're going to do the waves just like our mark maker characters. So first of all, everybody out there, we've got our Lionel wave, and Lionel goes up and down. So can you give us a wave like Lionel, everybody? Yay! Or maybe side to side. Brilliant. And then can you give us a wave like Archie Rainbow? So rainbow waves over the top. Hi everyone. And then can you give us a swirler wave? Round around. Brilliant. And finally, can you give us a pointy ziggy wave? We've all got different ideas for this one. So show you ziggy waves, do some points. Brilliant. Okay, now what we're going to do first of all, we've got a game to share with you. It's a little bit of a silly game that we play at home, and we thought maybe other people might enjoy playing it today as well. And because it's about an egg, it's a good Easter game as well. So we call it break the egg, okay? And what we need to do is one person has to pretend to be the egg. Okay, and the other people need some tickly things. Okay, so we've got a feather. I think that one's stuck to a pencil. We've got a toy here. I think he's Guy Diamond, isn't he, from the Trolls, who's got very tickly hair. And we've also got some ribbons and some scarves and a cloth. Okay, so what we're going to do, all right, is one person's going to be the egg. Who's going to be the egg? Sammy's going to be the egg, okay? So Sammy, do you want to make your egg shape?
Can I do it on something so I don't have it?
I'll get you something, yep. There you go, right. Okay, Sammy's going to make the egg shape. Okay, Sammy, go into your egg. Okay, head down, head down. No, okay, good, that's it, good boy. Okay, and the other person's job is to try and break the egg. Okay, and we break the egg by tickling them until they can't stand it anymore, basically. Okay, Harry, so go for it, see if you can break the egg. Oh, stay strong, staying strong, staying strong. Shall we Shall we try something else? Oh, he's broken with one, fantastic. Do you want to have a go at breaking Harry's egg?
Oh.
Yeah? So it's a bit of a silly game, but it gives us a bit of fun at home. Okay, we'll do Harry now. Do you want to choose something to see if you can break Harry's egg? Obviously, it's quite good if parents are the egg as well sometimes. You're going to use something different to tickle him with?
Maybe. Yeah,
choose a different one. Good boy. We've got in there that you can use to tickle him. Come on, egg. Sit high as up. There we go. And that's that egg broken. Okay, so that was our silly game to start off with. Right, so what we're going to do now, we're going to show you some icing sugar painting. Okay, it's a bit of a messy play activity, and it's a bit crafty as well, and you can make some things with it. So we'll just get our things over. Okay, right. Okay guys, so do you want to come over one other side? Yeah? Alright, so what you're going to need for the activity this morning is just a bowl, something to mix your icing sugar in, okay? And you'll just need some icing sugar. You don't need a massive amount of it for this, which is good news at the moment, and some water. Okay, so the first part of it is just to basically mix some icing sugar and water together. You don't need loads of it, like I said, so do you want to pour some in there, Harry?
Tell me when to stop.
Now, if you've got sort of very young children, you can mix it together in a bowl, and then you can actually use it in a tray and do it much more like a messy play activity. We're going to do it a bit more like a craft activity this morning, but I'll tell you along the way how you can actually make it more like a messy play. Come on, Harry, get a bit in there, dude.
Sorry.
There we go. That'll do. You hold that. Okay, and then you just basically mix in. You don't need loads of water, just mix in a bit of water. Right guys, you want to mix that up for us? And just mix it up till it's smooth. Get all those lumps out. Does it need a little bit more water?
Probably.
Get the lumps out. There we go. Good stuff, well done. Okay, can I just give it one final big mix up, just check we've got it all mixed in. Brilliant. Right, okay, then what we do with the icing sugar mixture, so we just move those out of the way for a minute so everyone can see, okay, is just paint it then onto some paper. Now white paper does work best for this, okay, and if you have got some thicker paper, that also works quite well. You could do it, if you haven't got loads of paper at home, you could open up a box, like a cereal box or something, and paint it onto there. Okay, so with a big brush, first job guys, is just to dip it in the icing sugar mixture and we paint it all over the paper. Okay, you've got a brush there, Sam? We'll do those ones in a minute, alright? So yeah, you just need to cover your paper with it. Again, if you've got smaller children, what you can do at this point is just use a tray or a plate and you can just cover the surface with the icing sugar mixture. And if, you know, they could get their hands in and wipe it around that as well. Okay, so we're getting nice and sticky. It does go quite sticky, doesn't it, Sammy?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a little go yesterday, didn't we, as well? So we've got some of our results to show you. Okay, have you got plenty on there?
No, it's still needs to be
So
on
while they're painting, I'll show you the next bit. Okay, so to make for the painting bit, we're using some food colouring today. The liquid food colouring works really well. Again, you don't need massive amounts of it for this, so a few drops and a little drop of water as well. I've just put mine into a baking tray. Okay, then we've got the different colours in. If you haven't got food colouring, you can use water-based colours and these kind of things that you get in art sets work perfectly fine for it as well. Just need to get them quite wet before you start. And then to actually do the painting, the idea is that the food colouring or the paint will sort of spread out onto the icing sugar. Okay, so the idea is more of a dripping on than a painting on. Right, so we've got some different tools that you can use. Obviously fine paintbrushes work quite well and you can sort of just touch them on and drip them a bit. If you've got younger children and you're doing this more of as a messy play activity on a tray, I would suggest some toilet rolls, cut them in half, dip those into the food colouring and then they can stamp them onto the tray and they can watch the colours mixing in. We've found these in our drawer, some little cupcake toppers which are on cocktail sticks. Obviously with tiny children you want to be careful with these because they're a bit sharp, but if they're a bit older these are quite good for dipping in and putting on as well. Straws also work really well. Yeah. Okay, so these guys now are going to demonstrate. Do you want to choose what you want to use? I'm going to demonstrate actually dipping into the into the food colouring. It's a really nice activity for watching it spread out and also colour mixing as well.
Oh, cool.
So as they're doing it, I'll get them. Can we hold up what you've done so far, Sam?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can start to see the blue on Sammy's and it spreads out really nicely across the icing sugar and creates a sort of marbled effect by the time it's finished. Don't forget to use lots of different colours on guys as well.
Yeah.
What do you find works best, Harry?
Well, what colour?
Which tool do you find?
I like the straw because it makes a cool pattern.
Yeah, should we show Harry's pattern that's making you getting the effect there of how it's spreading out and the colours are mixing together. Okay, you guys keep going with that. And we've got some that we made yesterday. So we've got, we made some and we've let them dry overnight. They do take a little bit of drying because they are quite sticky for a while. Sammy discovered yesterday they actually taste quite nice as well, didn't you, Sammy? Yeah. Sammy was licking the paper. Okay, so it won't harm them if they do. Okay, so yesterday we did this, and then we used it. We cut out an egg shape from the icing colour picture and just stuck a few things on, and we made a nice Easter card with it. That's one idea. Another idea, we're all about decorating the house this weekend. We don't normally decorate that much for Easter, but we think as we're all at home this weekend that some decorating is in order. So we've been making an Easter tree, but we also used our icing sugar pictures. We cut up some little eggs, and we thought we were going to make some egg bunting as well. Okay, or you could cut them into other shapes like rabbits or chicks.
Yeah.
Okay, if you did yellow ones, they would make nice chicks. Okay, so you can do lots of different crafty things with it afterwards as well. How are we doing, guys? Do you think we're nearly there? Do you want to hold up what you've done this morning? Yeah? Do you want to take them right up? Shall I hold it a bit further forward so they can see? And there we go, and you can see the effect of the icing sugar on there. Oh, well done, guys. Should we put those to dry now? Yeah. And we thought, well, as we've got paints and things out, it's a good time to also do some egg painting as well. Okay, so we wanted to show you some egg decorating that we've done. You can actually use the icing sugar activity to decorate your eggs as well. So we're going to show you that first, what that looks like when it's done. Move these across. Okay, guys? Right, so we've hard boiled our eggs for this. Okay, and then they're pretty safe to use. Can't go too wrong with it. Okay, so what we did yesterday, we had a go with the icing sugar effect on the egg, which did work as well. I don't know if you can see that there. So just exactly the same as we did on the paper. You just paint your icing sugar all over your egg, okay, and then rip on your food colouring and leave it to dry. So that's a nice icing sugar egg you can have a go at. Okay. But we've also got some other eggs today. Okay, now obviously you can paint your eggs with the watercolour paints. Okay, and we quite like to do food colouring to do felt tips on our eggs as well. So we've just got a good set of felt tips. So our last activity we're going to show you today is actually going to be one that is a bit of an Easter tradition in our family. I'm not sure where it started. Okay, and what we like to do on for Easter Sunday breakfast is we like to draw faces on our eggs and turn them into characters. And then the best bit at the end, what do we do with the heads? And then you get to chop the head off your egg, don't you? So we're going to do that now. So do you want to choose an egg, guys? Now again, if you've got smaller children, it might be more fun. It might be fun if you already draw the faces on the eggs for them. They might enjoy seeing all the different characters lined up. You can also get polystyrene type eggs as well. If you've got any of those hanging around, or little plastic ones, you can draw the faces on and paint on them as well. So we can get some good faces on. Shall I do one too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My one's gonna look really weird.
We'll do now. While we're busy doing this, it should tell you as well that on Little Learners UK, we've also got an egg decorating competition that you can take part in, and there's prizes to be won. So you can enter your egg that's been decorated. It can be an egg, a hard-boiled egg like we're doing today, or there's an egg template, a picture that you can download, and you can decorate that. If you want to do a bigger design or you want to do it on paper, you can download that and you can enter it on Little Learners UK, and as I say, there are prizes to be won. Oh, there's some good faces coming up now.
I'm just trying to do a really funny one.
You're trying to do a really funny one. You're going to be a happy one.
Yeah, he's going to be sort of like a... I don't know. Wiggly face one.
A wiggly face one. So, when we've got all our eggs done, okay, obviously we do like messy play as well, so this is where it gets a bit messier. We chop the eggs off. Do you want to show your eggmen first? Yeah, show them to the camera. So here's our eggmen. Say hi everyone, can you see yours, Sammy? There they are. Brilliant, guys. Okay, so what we do now is chop off their eggs. Now this will completely depend, just wait for a minute, Sam, you can do it on the board. This completely depends on how old your children are and how confident they are using different tools. If you've got little ones, there is no reason they can't just smash the eggs and have fun doing that because they're hard boiled. Okay, another game obviously is egg rolling if you've got any sort of garden space, or you're totally game and don't mind doing it in your house. Another good game is to actually all at once roll your eggs and see who gets the furthest. Okay, like I say, if you've got little ones, there's nothing wrong with just having a good old smash at the end. Okay, I'll demonstrate that one. Okay, and these guys are going to demonstrate chopping the heads off. Right, do you want, however you want to, guys, you've got the board there. So they don't need sharp knives to do this. These are just, in fact, they're like a couple of them are children's knives. Right, so they're not sharp, quite safe for them to use. And we go off with their heads.
There we go.
There we go. And it's a fun activity for breakfast or even lunchtime to get, you're not like the smell nose then. No. Oh, okay, brilliant. Alright, so that's pretty much us for today. They were the activities that we wanted to share with you today. So we hope you have lots of fun doing them. Thank you ever so much for joining us. Little Learners UK have got a live activity every weekday morning at 10 AM. So subscribe and or follow, that's what I need to say. So follow the Little Learners UK page. Again, you'll get notifications. If you do miss the videos, you can also subscribe to the YouTube channel, and all the free activities and classes are on there at the moment. So subscribe and enjoy them in your own time as well. Okay, and so on Monday, there's an activity, I think it's a Little Learners Newcastle activity, and it's going to be chalk mosaics, and I think I've forgotten what it was. It was something to do with sheep as well, some Easter sheep, I think, something like that. Okay, so you're going to be doing some chalking outside. So it's been brilliant having you join us today. We hope you've enjoyed our activities. And we want to, what do we want to say to everybody before we go? Happy Easter, and remember to stay safe and stay home. Thanks for joining us, and I hope you all have a happy Easter. Bye.
Bye.